$7,000 off MSRP on all remaining 2020 EcoSports, Escapes, Edges, and Explorers. I-10 and Lee Trevino. Right on the corner, right on the price. Or shop online and save thousands with Acceleron.
ShamaliFord.com.
From KTSM 9 News, your local weather authority. This is your forecast first.
Good evening, everyone, and happy Thursday. Well, rain chances, they're back in the forecast. Not yet, though. They'll be a while, but here's what it looks like as of now. We do have that storm system I promised you. This one's not bringing in any rain chances, not yet. The next one, though, definitely is, and as this one moves its way into a region, we're going to be seeing a nice little cool down and the possibility for rain. But first, here's what you can forecast, or what you can expect for the rest of tonight. 62 degrees around 8 o'clock. That's what we're forecasting. 39 degrees around 6 o'clock tomorrow morning. I'll tell you when those rain chances are back in the forecast. KTSM 9 News at 6 starts right now.
And coming up, Forklift launching an operation to combat sexual assault, plus vandalism at several West El Paso businesses, police asking for the public's help, and an accidental death in the Lower Valley. What police say happened.
From the station putting local first, this is KTSM 9 News at 6.
Asylum seekers are on their way to El Paso. Good evening, I'm Natasha Paloma. Beginning tomorrow, a group of asylum seekers will be released right here in the borderland. KTSM 9 News reporter Stephanie Shields is live with how local immigration advocates are preparing for their arrival.
About 25 migrants are expected to be processed here at our port of entry and then released into El Paso tomorrow. Local shelter, the Annunciation House, says it's made the proper adjustments to COVID-19 as they prepare to house those migrants when they get here. We took a tour of the Annunciation House, taking a look at how they spaced out sleeping cots, provide individual hand sanitizer and hand washing stations, as well as require everyone to wear face masks. Annunciation House says they're only expecting 25 per weekday, expecting that number to go up to 50 by March and 75 by the end of March. Immigration attorneys tell us there's room for error, however, as migrants will be provided just one document where they need to provide information to receive their court orders.
So the whole point of this program is to give people the opportunity to actually apply for asylum. And if this process, in terms of that one piece of paper, is not processed correctly, we could be seeing thousands of people with deportation orders.
Annunciation House says it also has rapid tests available to test migrants once they're at the shelter and protocol in place if someone does test positive. And Garcia adds a majority of asylum seekers are only in El Paso for just a few days, but he did not disclose when they are expecting that first group to arrive tomorrow. For now, reporting live near the U.S.-Mexico border, Stephanie Shields, KTSM 9 News.
All right, Stephanie, thank you. Happening now, El Paso police are searching for a man who allegedly vandalized several businesses overnight in West El Paso. According to investigators, 5 businesses in total were damaged. Detectives say the suspect targeted 2 GECU branches, an El Paso Teachers Federal Credit Union, a T-Mobile store, and a local news station. In all cases, the windows of the businesses were smashed. If you know the identity of the man, you are asked to call investigators at the number right there on your screen. That is 915-212-8532. Now to developing news. El Paso police are investigating an accidental death in the Lower Valley. Officers responded to an incident on Southside Road near the El Pasoans Fighting Hunger Food Bank at about 11 this morning. According to El Paso Electric, the investigation involves one of their contractors who is believed to have been electrocuted. We will keep you updated as more information comes into our newsroom. All lanes on the Cesar Chavez border highway are back open tonight after police say a pedestrian was struck by a vehicle earlier this morning. According to special traffic investigators, the person was hit while attempting to cross the highway. Police say the person suffered serious injuries. The vehicle in the wreck had extensive damage to its windshield and hood. Investigators have not said if the driver would face any charges. A Border Patrol agent is recovering tonight following a rollover crash in the Upper Valley. According to CBP, the wreck involved only a single government vehicle. No one else was involved in the crash. CBP says the agent was safely taken out and was treated by emergency medical services. The cause of the crash is still under investigation.
Your Ways Traffic Check, sponsored by Lachine Bias and Enderman Injury Lawyers.
We are getting a look at traffic at this hour, and the only thing we're seeing right now is a spot of congestion on I-10 heading west near the Mesa exit. We are getting more details about a new effort from Fort Bliss to combat sexual assault and sexual harassment. KTSM 9 News reporter Shelby Kapp spoke with Fort Bliss officials. She is live in northeast El Paso with more.
And those officials at Fort Bliss tell me that Operation Ironclad is an effort across all levels of leadership and will include leadership training. But a military sexual assault and harassment advocate tells me she hopes to see more accountability. Crystal Romero is a veteran herself and was an advocate while she was serving in the Army and continued after. She tells KTSM 9 News that she thinks Operation Ironclad is a step in the right direction, as the effort has 40 initiatives within, with the goal of actually preventing sexual assault and harassment.
But the real change is going to come when we start holding people accountable.
A safe environment and fostering a culture of mutual respect and trust across our whole community does involve accountability.
Lieutenant Colonel Dennis Williams, the chief of plans for Fort Bliss, explains that they are working to rule on cases faster by adding a second courtroom. Now, we also reached out to Congresswoman Veronica Escobar, who tells us that she is working closely with Fort Bliss, and she believes that this effort is a step in the right direction to protect our servicemen and women. Reporting live in Northeast El Paso, Shelby Kapp, KTSM 9 News.
All right, Shelby, thank you. Business is gradually returning to the borderland, and today the Ktsm Auto Group opened with a new dealership. Ktsm Buick GMC in East El Paso held a virtual grand opening under new ownership this afternoon. It joins Ktsm Ford, Ktsm Nissan, and Ktsm Kia. Wally Lowenfield opened up his first dealership back in 1969 and has been expanding ever since, and now the business is being run by his grandsons. The Ktsm Auto Group is known for also giving back to the community through various partnerships and programs. Just last week, they gave a free year lease to a local nursing student. A sketch, some paint, and you too can have your own custom-made kicks. Local artist C-Dub walks us through her creation, which are growing in popularity. Tonight at KTSM 9 News at 10, Tatiana Favela and Chief Photog Johnny Munoz introduce us to the up-and-coming local artist in our special Chuco Inspirations. Well, KTSM 9 News is proud to debut a new program tonight. We're calling it 9 on 9. My co-anchor Daniel Marin will be hosting it, and it's pretty simple. 9 questions and 9 answers with local newsmakers. Tonight, the topic is economic development in El Paso and helping our small businesses as we try to turn the corner on the pandemic. You can watch 9 on 9 this evening at 6:35. Coming up, Borderland Treasures, my new segment on exploring El Paso's architecture. Tonight, we are taking a tour of Sacred Heart Church in South El Paso. That's coming up at 6:30.